Attention passionate Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Pittsburgh Steelers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Pittsburgh Steelers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Let's get to the news now. Folks, buckle up because what I'm about to tell you could be one of the most significant moves in the AFC North this season. The NFL offseason has been buzzing with rumors and speculation, but now we have concrete news that could reshape the division. Shedeur Sanders, who many thought was destined for the college sidelines or a backup role, is now potentially heading to the Pittsburgh Steelers. And yes, this is not just a rumor, it's a game changer. This move, if it materializes, could have enormous implications for the Steelers' future, especially at the quarterback position, which has been a topic of intense debate among fans and analysts alike. Let's start by setting the scene. The Cleveland Browns, who have been trying to find stability at quarterback for a while, have been in a bit of a limbo. After Baker Mayfield's departure and the brief stint with Deshaun Watson, it's clear the team is still searching for that franchise guy. And interestingly enough, reports indicate that Cleveland might be looking to trade Shedeur Sanders, the young quarterback with a rising star status, who's been making waves at Colorado and now has a real shot at NFL stardom. The reason behind this, at least as some sources suggest, is that Browns owner Jimmy Haslam has publicly clarified that the decision to draft Sanders was not his, but rather, it was Andrew Berry's move. Now, what does this mean? Well, it hints that the Browns might be willing to part ways with Sanders, especially since the quarterback's value has fluctuated recently. After Kenny Pickett suffered that hamstring injury in training camp, his stock has obviously taken a hit, which could make the Browns more receptive to trading Sanders, especially if they believe they can get something valuable in return. And here's where it gets really interesting. If the Browns decide to trade Sanders, it's quite plausible that a division rival could come into the picture. And who's better positioned than the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are always looking to bolster their roster for a deep playoff run? The Steelers, this offseason, have adopted an all-in mentality. They made bold moves, including signing veteran quarterback Aaron Rodgers in free agency, signaling their serious intent to contend right now. Rodgers, who has already made it clear that this will be his last NFL season, has added a veteran leadership presence that the Steelers desperately needed. But of course, one season is not enough to build a sustainable future, and the Steelers know that. That's why they drafted Will Howard in this year's NFL draft. Howard, fresh off winning a national championship with Ohio State, has shown promise but still needs development. While he's a potential future starter, he doesn't quite have the immediate upside that a player like Sanders could bring. And that's exactly why the Steelers might consider pulling off this trade. They need more quarterback depth, competition, and a long-term solution to lead the franchise into the next era. Shedeur Sanders, with his performance at Colorado, has shown he can handle pressure, has accuracy, and possesses the kind of composure that NFL scouts love. Over 2 seasons, he racked up a staggering 342 passing yards and 64 touchdowns despite playing behind an inconsistent offensive line. The fact that he thrived under pressure at Colorado suggests that he can adapt to the NFL's intensity, especially in a Steelers offense that emphasizes balance, mixing the run game with efficient passing. Imagine this, Shedeur Sanders stepping into a Steelers offense that already has pieces like DK Metcalf, a target who can stretch the field and make big plays. With Sanders' arm talent and Metcalf's ability to win jump balls, the Steelers could have a dynamic duo that defenses would struggle to contain. And don't forget, the Steelers have historically been a team that values strong quarterback play paired with a stout defense. Adding Sanders to the mix would give them an intriguing path forward, especially considering Rodgers' age and the uncertainty surrounding his health and performance as he gets closer to retirement. It's no secret that the AFC North is one of the most competitive divisions in the league. The Browns, with their recent acquisitions and now the possibility of trading Sanders, are trying to reassert their dominance. But if the Steelers can get Sanders, it could be a real statement that they're not just competing, they're setting the stage to dominate for years to come. This move would also put pressure on division rivals to match their ambition. And let's be honest, Pittsburgh has always been a franchise that's willing to take risks to stay at the top. Now, bringing Shedeur Sanders into the fold wouldn't be without its challenges. The transition from college to NFL is tough, especially for a young quarterback. But if anyone has shown the right mindset and talent to succeed, it's Sanders. His ability to keep his cool under pressure, his accuracy, and his leadership qualities make him a tantalizing prospect. Plus, he's proven he can produce despite less than ideal circumstances on the offensive line, which speaks volumes about his resilience and work ethic. The Steelers' coaching staff, known for developing quarterbacks, could do wonders with a player like Sanders, especially with the right system and support around him. Of course, this kind of trade isn't just about talent, it's also about strategy and timing. The Steelers would need to work out a deal that benefits both sides. The Browns, in a rebuilding phase or looking to shake things up, might see Sanders as a valuable asset to rebuild their roster or to leverage for future picks. For the Steelers, acquiring Sanders would be about investing in their future while also giving Rodgers a solid backup, someone who can step in if needed or develop behind him for a season or two before taking the reins. This potential move also raises questions about the division's trajectory. If Sanders joins the Steelers, it could ignite a rivalry that's already fierce, making the AFC North even more intense. Fans already know that Pittsburgh and Cleveland have a storied history of rivalry battles, and adding Sanders to the Steelers' quarterback room would only heighten the stakes. It's a move that could shift the balance of power, at least temporarily, and set the stage for some epic matchups in the coming seasons. So, what do you think, Steelers Nation? Is this a move you'd like to see happen? Do you believe Shedeur Sanders has what it takes to be a franchise quarterback in the NFL, especially with the Steelers? Or do you think the team should stick with their current plans and develop their young talent like Will Howard? And how do you see the AFC North shaping up if Sanders ends up in Pittsburgh? These are exciting times, and I can't wait to see how it all unfolds. The NFL is unpredictable, and if this trade happens, it could be one of the most talked about stories of the season. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Pittsburgh Steelers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news. This potential trade, if it happens, might just be the spark that ignites a new chapter for the Steelers, one that could bring them back to the Super Bowl. The division rivalries, the young talent, the veteran leadership, everything is lining up for what could be an unforgettable season. So keep your eyes glued, stay passionate, and let's see how this story develops. Thanks for tuning in, Steelers fans, and as always, let's go Steelers.